Something's on fire. Are you ready for the next question, deadbeats? Drum roll. Brrr, woo! You mentioned quitting your scythe swinging lessons before. Do you think you'll miss it now that it's over, or is it an I'm so happy I don't ever have to do this anymore situation? Yeah, I'm just straight up happy I don't have to do it anymore. I mean, there were some fun parts, you know? For sure. There's some parts that I'm gonna miss, and, but I think the grand majority is I'm just glad that I'm done. It's like, the scythe swinging really was just something, it was a job that I took on so that I could be in Death Sensei's city. Does that make any sense? Because around these parts, you need to have a purpose if you want to be in the city, right? It was just a means to be closer to Death Sensei so I could do the real work. You know? Now I don't have to do it anymore. And I never really had a passion for it in the first place. I mean, it's interesting because ever since the beginning of Reaper Time for me, I didn't know exactly what part of the killing industry I wanted to go into. All I knew is that I never wanted to take scythe swinging lessons. That was the one thing that I knew in my existence. I didn't know anything about my future, only that I didn't want to take scythe swinging lessons. And then I ended up taking scythe swinging lessons so that I could be in Death Sensei's city. But now I don't have to, you know? I can just be here and do this. But I do still think, sometimes, you know, there were some good parts that I miss. I don't know if I told you this, but in the scythe swinging, I actually got into a bit of tutoring as well. Some of the young Reapers who are eventually going to take my place when I stop doing this full-time, if I decide to stop doing the killing thing, to just be a streamer at all times, right? I recall something that kind of stuck with me, is that one of the young Reapers, actually went out of their way after one of our, particularly fun scythe swinging lessons, stopped me while I was on my way to leave the scythe swinging, and said to me, out of nowhere, which really surprised me, just said to me, "Hey, Callie senpai, I just wanted to say that I appreciate everything that you do, helping us swing our scythes around. And, I just appreciate your time." No one had ever said that to me before. Going to scythe swinging lessons, I'd never really gotten any kind of appreciation from anyone, you know? It just took me by surprise, I guess. And this whole time I had thought to myself, I don't really know what I'm doing here and it's just a means to an end. No, but that little Reaper, when he said that, I guess I just felt like, even though it was just like a kind of like a means to an end for me, and just a way, just an excuse to be in this city, it made it feel like there was some kind of purpose to all of it. It wasn't just wasted time, you know? So yeah. I don't mean to make it all sad all of a sudden. It's just a nice memory. Something that I'll always keep in my heart. What you're doing somewhere, it may mean more to someone than you think. Maybe they don't let you know immediately. But someone out there is probably thankful for whatever you're doing. Whatever job you're working hard at. Whatever you're trying to accomplish. Somebody might be grateful and you just might not know. And so what you're doing, maybe it means something to someone. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. Anyway, I want some mizu. Where the mizu at? For the most part, though, I think that, I gotta focus on what I set out to do. Deadbeats. Gotta keep my eyes focused on the future. There's that saying, never forget what you set out to do. No matter what it is. Your true intent. What you wanted to do from the beginning. When you start out on the journey, no matter where it takes you, don't forget the thing that you wanted to accomplish. I haven't forgotten it. It's in my mind every day. even as I do this. So yeah, we are proud of you. Keep being awesome. Thank you! My sweet deadbeats, you guys are so good to me. Look at all these kind, nice, supportive people here. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. I mean that shit.